Anyways, we're gonna tell you another story where we almost died, and that was recently. So we were going to, okay, first of all, I'm gonna tell you the before the story. We wanted to go to a Noah's concert. I don't know who. Okay, we hadn't got the tickets.
And it was that day already.
It was the day of that we were trying to go, and we didn't have the tickets. And we didn't have the tickets, and it was already the day of. But in the radio, the whole day they were gonna wait tickets for his concert. But like we kept calling and we weren't winning because it's so hard to like win tickets on the radio. Or, like if y'all tried. And then my Ishmael, my husband, was like, okay, like I'll give you money. But then my sister didn't have the money. So I was like, I can't just go. Like I wasn't gonna go by myself, obviously. So I was like, if she don't go, I'm not going. And we really wanted to go. So I was like, oh my God, like what do we do? So we just, okay, so they started like a little bit after, I think it was after 12. They started giving away tickets every hour. So we started calling like every hour that they were giving away. We would call, like it was from her phone, from my phone.
Latino mix.
From the home phone, from my mom's phone. So we had all the phones. I called and I was like, call number 4. So I hung up real quick. Okay, and to win you're supposed to be call number 14. And so I was call number 4 and I hang up so fast and call back. Cause I was like, oh my God, like I was calling number 4, like you're still like 10 more callers away. So I call back and it starts ringing. And I start freaking out because like, usually like when we call, like it never rings because like there's so many calls going through, but it was ringing. So I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then they answer, and she was like, who am I talking to? And I'm like, Denise. And I'm like in my car, like I wanted to know so bad if I was calling number 14 or not, so I could hang up and call back, you know. And then she's like, yes, you're calling number 14. So I screamed so loud, so freaking loud, because I was so excited. I was like, yes, like we're going. Like yay, like we're fucking going to the concert. And my sister wasn't with me, she was at her house. And then so my mom calls her and she's like, Denise just won the tickets, but she didn't believe us. So okay, like we get excited and then she comes over. Oh my God,
for real. And then we get to the concert.
No, bitch, don't cut through, we get into the whole story. She comes over, so I go pick her up, we pull up, and then this was so funny, like this is a funny part. She wasn't even ready, I think. And I was already all ready. And then she didn't have her shoes on, she had slippers on. So I'm like, hurry sis, like get out the car, because the line behind us, there was like cars starting to come behind us. So I was like, oh my God. So she gets off with her slippers on.
And then I forgot my...
And what did you forget?
The shoes.
Oh, and she didn't have her shoes. I'm like, sister, like what are you doing?
I
like put your shoes she was so mad, and I was like, sis, like put your shoes on, like they're taking the car and like we don't know where they're gonna park it. And then I was like, sis, like hurry up. So she puts her shoe, she throws her slippers in the truck, she gets her shoes, but she still didn't have her lashes on. So we're literally standing like in the middle of the street and I'm literally putting her lashes on. Oh my God.
In line, you know?
Okay, and then, okay, something else happened. Oh my gosh, so many things happened to us that day. So we're still waiting in the line for like a whole hour, and it was freezing cold, and we're waiting in line outside. And then we get to the line, and then they're like, we're supposed to be on the list because we won the tickets and they put us on the list. So we finally get like to the front door, like after fucking hours. And then they're like, oh, you're not on the list. And I'm like, wow, are you freaking serious? But the whole time,
but it's funny because we jinxed it, because we're like, because we met some girls there that were cool, and they were like, why can't I be on the list when y'all get there? And we're like,
but I also thought that we thought we were the only ones, but thank God that there was other girls that weren't on the list. So I was like, okay, there's like something going on, like I know like we did win the tickets. They weren't even let us be inside, and it was like so cold outside. Like they literally kicked us out, like outside. And I was like, oh my God. So I started texting the girl from the radio.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, hey, like we're not on the, they're telling us why we're not on the list. Like, oh, it's because the guy forgot to take the list, to deliver the list. And we're like, oh my God.
Die.
But she was like, he'll be there like in like 15 minutes with the lift. So I was like, okay. So we're there, and then there's like a lot of more people like in there like waiting, right? And we're trying to go in because we had already been waiting, and those people were like barely got there. So they decided to let them in first and then us, and we were like waiting already for a long time. But I was like, okay, whatever. We were standing for hours, and he wouldn't come out, he wouldn't come out, he wouldn't come out, and it was so crowded in there. It got sold out. I think they even over like sold tickets because it was like packed. Like it was disgustingly packed. I couldn't even breathe. And plus there was like people smoking in there, and it's like a whole closed place, like there's no windows, like nothing. So I was like already like, I'm really claustrophobic.
Both of us are.
On top of that, I can't stand any type of smoke. Like I can't stand it. So we're standing, and we had gone to the front, and we're standing there for a long time. We're wearing heels. So I'm like after like 3 hours, I'm like, you know what, like I can't take this no more. Like we've been standing for so long, my feet couldn't take it. So we walk to the back, and we find somewhere to sit, and then we're still waiting for a long time. And then luckily we hit this security guard. He saw us, and he was like, he put us in those tables, like the tables that you have to buy, like they come with the bottle. But now it wasn't at the front, it was in the back. Not the very back, but it was still in the back. So I was like, I don't even care.
And we're blind, so we couldn't
see. But I was like, I don't care. Like I just want to sit down. Like I want to rest, because I had already been standing for hours. And
we didn't even care.
In like long ass heels, and I was like, oh my god, like I don't even care. And we still sat for like another like an hour and a half. We got there like at 8 or 9. No, like it was like 8 when we got in there.
Like 7:30.
He didn't come out till like 1 in the morning. Oh my god. So by the time he came out, like I wasn't even excited. I was just like, great, like I don't even care. I couldn't even see. I couldn't even breathe. Like I couldn't breathe. Like I also like, I just wanted to leave, but I didn't want to like ruin it for my sister. So at the last song, we end up like walking a little bit like to the front, just so we can get like a good view for a little bit. But we made the big mistake to walk our asses in there, because my plan, because we're right by the door sitting in those tables, I was like, as soon as like I know he leaves, like I'm just gonna walk out, because I was like, I was done.
But see, people at the end, people were already like spread out, because and nobody, it was the last song.
Yeah, so we walked to the front just to like get a good view. So that was the last song, but we didn't know that was the last song, because he just literally just like finished the song and he walked out. So okay, like we start walking out, but mind you, like there's only 2 doors to get out from, and they're not even big. They're just regular 2 doors, like when you like walk in and out of any store, like just 2 doors.
Yeah, like a store.
And there's a little hallway before you get to those doors, so everybody's trying to push themselves into that little hallway to get out. So we go around, and then
Is it okay if we talk?
no, it's not okay. And then I got to the point where I couldn't breathe. Like I could not breathe, and I was just thinking in my head, I was like, okay, like I'm gonna pass out. Like I could already see myself dead.
I was feeling the same way.
A lot of people had already died, like being stepped on like that.
Like on Black Friday.
I was like, okay, like I'm dead. Like, but I was just thinking about my son. I was like, I hope my son is okay. And I was like, it was to the point where my tears just started coming out.
She started crying, and obviously I felt the same way, but like always watching over her, I was like, I have to be strong, because if I'm weak too, we're both gonna fall. That's gonna be it. So I look around me, there was like 2 more girls passing out, going crazy, and the whole crowd started pushing, let us get out, let us get out. So this guy,
thank God for this guy.
This guy said, let me start pushing everybody out. They were like, move.
There were still people like this, pushing. Even outside. And I was like, oh my god, like even when I was outside, I couldn't breathe. So we finally, and then it was like covered. But I was outside, but it was still covered. Like there were still people now, and I still couldn't breathe because they were still crowded outside, and I still couldn't breathe. And this guy's like, let her out, like let her out.
Oh, because they wanted us to go a certain way.
I can't remember, but I remember the guy saying like, let her out, like she can't breathe. So the guy was like, okay, and he let me out. And I was just crying my eyes out because I literally thought I was gonna die. And then at that point, I still couldn't breathe. Like I was still like I was still trying to like get my, we found the security guard again, the one that got off the table. And he told the valet people to, because there was still a long line to get your fucking car from the valet parking. Like all those people that were out there, like they were waiting for the valet parking, and there was like 2 lines, long ass lines with cars coming like from the valet to get them to the people. So thank God the security guard came again, and he's like, bring this car like right now. And no, he literally said it like that. He's like, bring this car right now to the front. So he kept rushing them, like he was rushing them.
And I had to drive.
He was rushing them.
And I didn't have my glasses
and
on.
Then thank God again, because the cops came, so now they had it blocked. Like nobody could get out now because they had blocked it. But thanks to the security guard, one more time, like he told the guy who was driving our car, he was like, like take them that way so they can get out that way and remove those cones so they can get out. So thank you to that security guard, like we got out and we got home, and I was just crying. And